So I'll just talk a little bit about the people, the food, and just the general feeling and what there is to do here in Cambodia. So real quickly, I flew into Siem Reap just a few days ago, and it's nice. I didn't get to see the temples yet, but I'm going to head out there the next time I get to Siem Reap, which is going to be in a few days here probably. But for now, I just spent a quick day there, went out and saw the countryside on a tuk-tuk, saw what some people had turned a rice paddy farm into kind of a place for people to hang out and just overlook some green fields for a little while. So I left Siem Reap on an overnight bus to Sihanoukville, and I definitely don't recommend that. It's $25, but it's a pretty heart-wrenching experience, getting shooken awake a few times by a bus jolting in either direction or slamming on the brakes or something like that. It's just not a pleasant experience. I don't think it's worth the stress level. Probably a daytime bus would be better when you're awake and the driver can see what he's doing and he's more alert and conscious of what he's doing. So made to Sihanoukville early the next morning after I got off that bus, and in the middle of the night I remember there was this Norwegian couple who, once we got to a bus stop, started screaming about how they couldn't stay on the bus and we all have to get off because it's infested with bugs. And so, there were these tiny little cockroaches running around. Yeah, it's gross, but it's a third world country on a second-rate bus. What are you gonna do, So it's not like they're crawling all over your face or something. They're just kind of like down in the corners and stuff of the bus, whatever. So it was just this big scene at like 3 a.m. on the overnight bus. So anyway, I got to Sihanoukville, and where the bus stop is, at least, it's not a very beautiful city, Coming into town, you see a few casinos and high-rises, and it doesn't really look like anybody takes care of the trash too often. So it gets kind of gross there. It looks like, I didn't get to spend much time there to realize I wanted to move on. So I took a tuk-tuk again out to Otris 1. Walked around a few times, seemed like a pretty cool place, but beach wasn't as nice as I thought it was going to be, and just didn't really vibe with it. So I walked out to Otris Village. You can walk there, you can take a tuk-tuk there for a couple $, but I just like to hike usually, spend my time walking around. Check out the sights from the ground, Good way to get to know the place. This is a good way to get to know the rivers, just floating around out here. It's a beautiful place, I wonder if you just saw that fish jump. Maybe not. Let me get back on track here. Yeah, so spent the night in Otris Village. Met some cool people, pretty good vibe there too. It was pretty similar to Otris 1 in terms of how it vibed. It was a nice place, Met some cool people on the street, really cool people at the hostel, hung out with them a little bit. We watched a movie, just chatted it up. Some German kids that have been volunteering there, and they were headed back home the next day. So anyway, I was just like, I'm gonna get out of Otris Village, and I got a bus to Kampot the next morning. So this is already Siem Reap on day 1, overnight bus to Sihanoukville. Day 2, I'm in Sihanoukville. Take the bus to Otris, or the tuk-tuk to Otris. Once I'm in Otris, I spend a night there, and I get a morning bus to Kampot. It's just a couple hours long. It's maybe 3 hours total from pickup to drop off. Not too expensive either. I think it's $5. Got to Kampot, and yeah, it's really vibed with it. It reminds me a lot of where I'm from back home. It seems like a tropical version of Mount Pleasant, Michigan, if you've ever heard of that place. My friends and family back there, they definitely know it. It kind of seems like that. There's a river running through it. There's businesses, and restaurants on the river, you know. Town's kind of focused around it. They have some nice bridges here in Campot. We don't really have quite as nice as bridges in Mount Pleasant. Not as cool anyway. You can see this guy coming down the river, probably. He's probably, I don't know. He's got a motor on his boat though, so. Just motorboating through the delta in Cambodia. Yeah, so people are super nice here. A lot of people just smile and stuff. And Siem Reap, they're a little bit more pushy. It's a touristy town, you know. They were just kind of more after the money. See what this guy's doing? It's like a fishing boat. Hello. You going fishing? Good luck. Yeah, he's a fishing guy. Yeah, so you see like that, you know, just going down this delta. See a fisherman, say hello. They speak English. He understands. And I don't speak any Khmer yet. I believe it's how you pronounce the Cambodian language. I can say like thank you, but that's about it. Hakun. Get to that later. Yeah, so Cambot's super chill. We're out in the countryside right now. Just a few kilometers outside of town. In a little bit, I'll be coming back to the big river in Campot River. I'm just kind of off in the delta right now. If you're wondering, this kayak is just $4 an hour. I've been out here for an hour and a half already, probably. And yeah, so people are really cool. And they cook good food too. You know, my first plate of food when I got to Campot was just $1.50 for a pretty big lunch of fried noodles and vegetables. Pizzas are as cheap as $3. Beer's super cheap. You can get like a draft for 50 cents pretty much anywhere. If you get out on if I stopped at a bar or something around here, it would come up to $1, but give me a break. It's like dollar pints at O'Kelly's in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. That's like the best deal you can get there, and that's like the most expensive I've seen here. So yeah, the cost of living is quite cheap here, it seems. Food and drink and entertainment are all quite low. Food's yummy too. Seems to use a lot of oil. You can get vegetarian if you like. You can get meat if you like. There's seafood here. I haven't been out to Kep yet to try the crab, but I will do my best to get out there. So what is there to do in Cambodia? Quite a lot. You know, there's tons of temples to see and beaches to explore. There's some islands, especially if you go out of Sihanoukville. I hear there's a lot of nice islands out there. And you can obviously do kayaking like this. There's a climbing organization called Cambodia. That might be something to look into. And so yeah, if you're looking for a relaxing vacation like this, just kayaking down a river, literally seeing nobody, just listening to the bugs, Cambodia might be the place for you. Okay. Hope you enjoyed this boat ride with me. I'm gonna get heading back into town. It's getting hot. Even though I have sunscreen on, the sun's straight up in the sky, and I don't want to get sunburned. So, like, subscribe, comment if you want. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see or want me to talk about, and I'll get back to you on that.